Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Okay, today we're going to do a real quick tip or trick. Now what I have right here is a cedar tree. Now I've talked many times in the past about the advantages of cedar. And today I'm going to come out here and harvest some of the bark on it to be used in my fire kits. So I'm going to take the back of my WC Crayman right there, and I'm going to shave off some of the bark on the outside, and that's not difficult. The very surface of the bark is going to be kind of older and moss covered. That's fine, it still burns, but what I really want is the inner bark for a reason. We'll get to that in a second. Taking the back of my knife, I'm going to find a good place right here, and I'm going to begin to shave it. Nice long flat cuts using the back 90-degree edge of the knife, and it will peel off in long strips like that. By just simply pulling down on it, I'll get it. And even though it's had a heavy dew this morning, it's actually dust coming off of it. Alright, there's that. Really good for birds' nests. But the inner, that's what we're going for now. I want to show you the inner. So let me get you a little bit closer. Okay, so I will scrape. See the dust coming off? That's how dry it is up under there. Got that. But see, I'm starting to get a little bit of color. I don't want to hurt the tree, but I want to get into this right here a little bit better, because that is going to have what I'm really after. And don't worry, I'm not hurting the tree. It will heal back up. This is a common occurrence. But you see how this is a lot lighter and fluffier in color. And most important, it has that cedar scent. Because you see, the reason people had cedar closets, cedar chests, things like that in the past was because no insect likes the smell of cedar. And so by me gathering this and putting it into my haversack, I'm also kind of adding insect repellent to my haversack. Bugs and things like that don't want to move in because it smells like cedar, and therefore I'm sort of bug proofing my haversack as well. So with just a little bit of effort, I've got half a can right there of my cedar. Now this will be going into my fire kit. I'm not going to take all the bark, but the cedar tree, if I take one space, say about the size of my hand, and just take off that outer bark into the fire kit, and then take off some of that that's got the smell of it, the cedar oil, toward the middle, the tree will heal back just fine. It'd be no more than like in a storm, a limb fall and hit it, etc. But cedar trees don't suffer from bug problems like other trees because of that. Nothing really likes to eat cedar, and so therefore it's kind of safe. Now there's another source right here. You saw that little limb I had the pot hanging on? Let me get some of it. Now there is a nice piece of cedar. Oh yeah. You can smell cedar, that means that the oils are there. Now I put that in my haversack. One, I can split it down to fine little slivers for using in the fire kit, but the smell of it will permeate my whole haversack, and so therefore will also make it where insects don't want to get into my haversack, so that whenever I sit it down, but ants and stuff don't want to run in there. We have a tendency to not think about the fact that food smells on our hands from where we ate fried chicken can get onto our gear, like our haversacks, our clothes, etc., and attract insects. I tend to take my field shirts and stuff like that, and I get red cedar shavings from the pet store that should go into a rabbit cage. And I like to store my outdoor clothes like this in a plastic tub with some cedar in there. Usually I take a piece of ladies' pantyhose and put a big hunk of the cedar in it and clump it off on the sides and put it in there, so that these 5 or 6 shirts I'm going to be wearing in the field, this coming camp out type deal, get that smell. Pants get that smell, and it's a natural insect repellent to make me not so attractive to the insects. And by collecting it for a fire source and a source to keep my haversack from wanting to attract insects, it's a plus. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.